The second of two graded stakes races on Saturday at Del Mar is the Grade 2 Yellow Ribbon Handicap for fillies and mares at 1.1/16 on the turf course. And, you know, we all know that the year 2020 is nothing like the year 2019, unless you're talking about the Yellow Ribbon. And the reason I say that is, well, let's roll the tape of the 2019 Yellow Ribbon, and I'll talk over the stretch run and you'll see what I mean. The horse down, buried on the rail, is a horse by the name of Beau Recall. Beau Recall is going to squeeze through along the inside and drop a nose decision on Storm the Hill. That's the odds-on favorite. Basilica coming a little bit too late. Beau Recall up in the shadow of the wire to win by a nose under Drayden Van Dyke. Why are we showing last year's Yellow Ribbon? Because Beau Recall happens to be back in action on Saturday at Del Mar. She's now trained by Brad Cox. She was originally trained in the U.S. by Simon Callahan. She was transferred to Brad Cox, and this filly has become a dynamite grade 2 caliber type of grass filly for Brad Cox. And I think she's going to be a standout in this field. She would not have been a standout except for the fact that the early favorite for the Yellow Ribbon, filly by the name of Jolie Olympica, is expected to scratch. Let's take a look at the field for the Yellow Ribbon. It's race number 9 on Saturday at Del Mar, 1.16 on grass. And number 8, Jolie Olympica, is the 5-2 morning line favorite, but you can forget about that. Jolie Olympica is going to scratch. Trainer Dick Mandela was never convinced that she wanted to run back this quickly 4 weeks after shipping to Keeneland. So he was going to wait until the last minute whether or not to decide to run Jolie Olympica. Well, she grabbed a quarter early this week. She will be scratched. So we're going to see some low odds on number 7, Beau Recall. Beau Recall will be the 3-1 morning line favorite. I expect her to be in the 6-5 range by the time all is said and done, because her main rival, Jolie Olympica, will in fact scratch. So we're left with the field of 7. And it's kind of a mishmash type of group. In fact, only one other starter in the field, number 6, Keeper of the Stars, has won a graded stakes race against older fillies and mares. Everyone else in the field is either an allowance caliber or a graded stakes winner in an age-restricted race, such as number 4, Lady Prancelot. So my point is this: Beau Recall is the now horse in top form. Keeper of the Stars, yes, she's a graded stakes winner against older, but her most recent start was an absolute, well, I don't want to say it's a disaster, but it was well below expectations. She finished 5th at odds of 6-5 in the Grade 3 Wilshire. As for Beau Recall, her first start of the season was a 9th place finish, a troubled 9th place finish, and then she came back in her most recent start, and that was at Belmont Park in the Grade 1 Just a Game. And Beau Recall really had no chance to win this race because Newspaper of Record was loose on the lead. But here comes Beau Recall on the outside, and she will finish with a flourish, making her second start off a layoff. She doesn't get close to Newspaper of Record, who had things all her own way on the front end. But Beau Recall outfinished the rest of the field, including 2019 champion grass filly or mare Uni. So Beau Recall, not only did she finish in front of a good filly, she also ran her second half mile more than 3 seconds faster than her opening half mile. Now, she's a closer, so we expect her to finish fast. But listen to these splits. Beau Recall ran her first half mile in 49.84 in the Just a Game. Her second half mile, 46.13. More than 3.5 seconds faster in her second half mile. It's true that she has to win from behind, but we're talking grass races at Del Mar. Graded stakes races on turf are generally won by the class of the field, regardless of how the pace unfolds. She'll be outrun early. She will blast home late. Beau Recall will, and I think she's going to be extremely tough to beat. Let's talk quickly about the entire field. Number 1, Summering, making her first start at Del Mar since she was a 2-year-old. She's now 4. She's trained by Tom Proctor, and she launched her career at Del Mar in summer of 2018. She broke her maiden by 5 lengths, came right back on closing weekend to win the Del Mar Juvenile Fillies Turf, and then she never really quite progressed. She has run some okay races. I'm not sure where she fits. I suspect that she might be in tough, but Proctor's shipping her across the country, and you won't find a more efficient yellow ribbon jockey than Drayden Van Dyke. We all know that Drayden Van Dyke started the summer meet horribly, 3 for 48. But last weekend, Van Dyke went 5 for 12, and Van Dyke is seeking his 5th consecutive victory in the yellow ribbon. He won it last year on Beau Recall. He won it back-to-back years with Cambodia, and he also won it 4 years ago with She's Not Here. So, Summerine, there are some things to like about her. Number 2, Bodacita, runner-up last time out behind Keeper of the Stars. That was in the Grade 1 Gamely in late May. She hasn't started since then. She's a Baltus-trained comebacker. You know what I say about those, and everybody knows that Baltus-trained comebackers are always live. Number 3, Tanahutu, claimed for 32, 2 starts back. She finished second in a 2 other than last time out. She embodies one of my favorite angles, and that is a horse moving up in class following a defeat when trained by a top trainer. Well, Tanahutu is trained by John Sadler. Sadler is a student of the game. He recognizes that the yellow ribbon field is not very deep. Tanahutu moving up in class off a loss. She's likely to slip through the cracks from a parimutuel perspective, and I would not be at all surprised if she outruns her odds. I don't think she's good enough to win, but she should fire. Number 4 is Lady Prancelot. She won the Grade 1 American Oaks against 3-year-olds on December 28th. Her next 2 starts were her only starts in graded stakes races against older. She finished 4th and 5th behind Keeper of the Stars both times. Not sure she is good enough. Number 5, Harmless. This race does not have a lot of speed. Harmless will be forwardly placed. She's a 4-year-old filly trained by Phil D'Amato, and she could make the front. Number 6, Keeper of the Stars. Okay, she upset the Grade 1 Gamely 2 starts back, and then I don't know what happened last time, nor does her trainer, Jonathan Wong, because Keeper of the Stars was flat. She finished 5th in the Grade 3 Wilshire, and you look at the Del Mar course record for Keeper of the Stars, 0 for 3. I think that 0 for 3 Del Mar course record deserves an asterisk, and here's why. One of those was a turf marathon run over a wet course, and 2 of those were 4th place finishers last summer in the San Clemente and Del Mar Oaks. On both occasions, she ran better than the line looked. So I'm not going to hold the most recent defeat against Keeper of the Stars. She has bounced back from subpar performances in the past, nor will I hold her 0 for 3 Del Mar record against her, because I think it's a little misleading. She has run well on firm turf at Del Mar, and the turf definitely will be firm. She's my second preference, Keeper of the Stars. I think she'll be the second betting choice. But when all is said and done, this race is all about Beau Recall. I think she's the most probable winner on the card on Saturday at Del Mar. Her odds are going to be short. If you're playing multi-race exotics, maybe she's a single. So it looks to me like it's all Beau Recall in race number 9. And I want to add one little tidbit. The yellow ribbon is race number 9. You got to stick around and watch race number 10 also. 2-year-old maidens going 6 furlongs and a couple of well-regarded first-time starters. Number 9, Spielberg, $1 million colt trained by Bob Baffert. And number 4, Superman Shack, a $550,000 colt by Shackelford. Both these fast-working, promising 2-year-olds making their career debut in race number 10. Those 2-year-olds are going to give the best PAL participants a run for their money down the road. As for the yellow ribbon, it's all about the short price favorite. Her name is Beau Recall, Saturday at Del Mar.